Ask the Muscle Whisperer.
Hello, I'm Emma Gilmore. I'm the Director of School of Bodywork. I'm really pleased to be back here as part of the Massage Whisperer team. And I've been asked what was the biggest lesson that I learned as a business owner during the Covid-19 pandemic. So I think all of us business owners, whether hands-on therapists or educators like myself, in order to be successful in business, we have to be creative thinkers. We have to have multiple strings to our bow. The COVID-19 pandemic hit. Of course, we are in the business of hands-on therapy. So we needed to move our work online. We needed to start teaching remotely, which of course was possible for some of our courses and parts of our courses. I truly believe our work is relational, so I don't think we can do all of it remotely, but certainly a part of it we can. We have to come together for some learning, but we were able to move some of our learning online. And what was amazing about that is immediately we were no longer restricted by our geographical landmark. We were able to access students and clients globally. I even had interactions with people as far as New Zealand. So that was amazing for me to witness. I'd never thought that we could take up our business that far without getting on an aeroplane. So that was fantastic for me. So thinking outside the box, creative thinking, not being limited by your previous concepts, I think is incredibly important. And again, I supported a huge amount of graduates to move their practice online. And again, what was amazing to witness was not only were they supporting their existing client base, but they were now able to access clients, patients much further afield. So yeah, I think that was amazing to witness. And moving forwards, I feel really positive. I think our industry has seen a major shift. It's had a major shake-up, clearly. Massage Warehouse has provided this amazing online platform for people to come together and talk, share ideas and support each other. And that's been wonderful to witness. And I think that because our dear clients have had an enforced time apart from us, they truly realise what a profound difference we make to their lives on a physical as well as an emotional level. So for me personally, they are all coming rushing back through the door. And I think people have really begun to acknowledge the importance of positive touch, the importance of nurturing touch. With the absence of it, people haven't noticed how fundamentally important it is to life. So I think for our industry, it's seen a shift in a positive direction. So I'm excited about what the future holds. So School of Bodywork, we've got a busy online presence. Both our social media, our Facebook page and our Instagram are very active, and I'll be sharing some learning videos on there. So do check us out, and I really look forward to seeing you again at the next Massage Whisperer. Take care for now. Bye bye.
Hi, how are you? How are they? We're so happy to be here with the Massage Whisperer and Massage Warehouse and to continue supporting the community through a global pandemic. So I'm Megan.
I'm Rachel.
And we're the directors of Jing.
Jing, there we are.
I know.
I've just literally come off teaching, so I'm still in half of my PPE, not the bake-off. It's hard to tell these days, isn't it? Yeah.
So our questions have been put to us. One of them is what we learned through COVID as business owners. And I think that we can easily just say show up.
Show up.
Show up.
Show up for yourself, show up for your community, and keep on keeping on. So that's what we did, right?
Yeah.
We showed up, we did loads of webinars 3 times a week.
And also, I think that be true to who you are. So I think one of the greatest things about being a massage therapist is that we found our passion in life. And I think that so many people through COVID realized they had jobs and they had activities and things that they were doing for a reason that wasn't following their heart. And I think one of the greatest things that we really connected with is the fact that we love what we do. And as a business owner, if you can keep saying how much you love what you do, people love that. You know, it's attractive, it's engaging for all areas. So I think that's kind of all those great old things around, you know, do what you love and the money will come later. It's like, do what you love and the money will still come. You know, like the business will still thrive if you stay integrous and you stay true to your work. So I think that was question number one.
That's question number one.
I think question number two is probably same answer. I think it's something like...
what advice have we got?
What advice?
Words of encouragement for the future.
Words of encouragement.
My always words of encouragement are 2-1. Do your best and keep on keeping on. Right? So that's one of my catchphrases, keep on keeping on. And actually, we just opened Jing for hands-on courses a couple of weeks ago. And I was down at the front door because we had to stagger arrivals of everybody coming in so we could check people in a COVID secure way. And someone drove down the street. I do not know who this person was. You know, probably someone somehow connected to the Jing community, either online or hands-on over the last 20 years. And she just shouted out of her window, "Rachel, keep on keeping on." It was like my own catchphrase coming back to me. And that just to me, you know, just epitomised everything. Just keep showing up, keep on keeping on and do your best, and you'll do your best. And there's always someone there for you.
And I think in the future, recognizing that you're powerful, you're important, as part of our complementary medical model, that being, for our purposes, Jing clinical massage therapist, that you have so much different to offer. And I think as proponents of like the biopsychosocial model and understanding the physical is connected to the emotional, don't lose it. Like stay in the game, because people are going to need you, and people that you don't even know yet are going to need you. And if you stop practicing, we're going to miss you. So just keep practicing, no matter how hard the obstacles are. Stay true to it. And we will see massage flourish and always be essential to the healthcare of our community and our society.
That's right. And if you're feeling like giving up, put on Queen, Don't Stop Me Now, and dance around. And you won't want to.
Do lots of dancing.
Okay. All right. Love you all.
Thank you
Keep
so
on keeping
much.
on. Do your best. So strong.
Whisper.
Show up.
What was the biggest lesson or the greatest lesson learned during the COVID-19 period and the shutdown? Well, for me personally, it was about how do we adjust to the new normal? How do we not only do things better, not only improving the way we work, but more importantly, how do we do better things? How do we transform the way we work and the lessons we have learned? So when the lockdown started, it was daunting. There were a lot of questions I asked myself about working from home, or lack of earnings, or different ways of consulting. And what the COVID-19 period did for us, or did for me personally, was to allow me time to reflect upon the journey I have travelled, and to really think about new ways of working. So it was a reflective and refreshing time to think about how do we meet a challenge? How do we challenge ourselves to do things in new ways as we move into this new normal? So the greatest lesson learnt was about myself, about what do I expect, what can my patients or clients expect when I return to practice and work, and how will I change the way I work? How can I develop the new skills? And that was important. So now I've spent a lot of time developing and organizing the way I work, both through type of experience, an online experience, as well as a contact experience. So the lessons learned are how to blend those two, from the contact, where the face-to-face experience, the one that I had grown up in, the business-like experience, talking to a person face-to-face, and now the new way of working. How do I blend that? How do I still maintain and retain the quality I have, but in a different reaching clients through an online way, being able to organize the way I work through a different means. And what I've now been able to do is impact and reach many more through using creative, curiosity and innovation to drive forward the changes and the challenges that we all will face as we settle into the unsettled, as we move forward into this new normal. And I think for the massage world and the sector we're working in, the lesson that is important is how do we assess ourselves? How do we risk assess ourselves so that we're strong enough to embrace the challenges that lie ahead?
Hi all. I wanted to do a little bit of recording alongside the bit I've written down below. I was asked by the Massage Warehouse to comment on the question of what did I learn during this time with COVID. Now, I'm not sure it is that I've taken away anything new. It's just I've kind of dived into what I do have and focused more on being adaptable, flexible, trying to maintain my calm, trying to not feel overloaded, because as it is, there was just so much more to do, but not, not with a financial gain or anything. It was just so many processes need to be cleared out and readjusted, new forms set up, etc. So it could at times feel a little bit overwhelming. So I just generally learned how to be more proficient about, spending time working, but then I took a fair amount of time to go outside, work in the garden, go for a walk, go do a cycle, anything that kind of took me away from my situation so that I could have a relief from the stress of putting new things together, and also just kind of the unknown. And so it was a learning curve in that my past years of running a business has taught me certain things that, to be fair, I've now had to utilize in the past 6-8 months, rely heavily on that. And while some people fell to the wayside, a majority of people were absolutely brilliant. Clients included, students, everybody that I talked to were just doing their best. I mean, I have to plug GCMT and all the professional associations that sit around that table. They're brilliant. They, as much as possible, try to bring stuff to the table for you. So those are the associations that I would definitely follow, because that really is the purpose of a PA, to fight your corner, to give you the support that you need. Read in my information that if you want to be a part of that change that we need in our industry, then join a PA and see where you can lend your time to elevating our profession up from into actually an essential service. So if you want to be a part of all that, then I would suggest you join a PA if you haven't already, and then maybe volunteer some of your time and your expertise to make our industry even stronger. All the best to you. I hope I see you in my blogs at susanfinlay.co.uk, and I've written one recently about mental health. Might be very, very useful at the moment. Okay, take care.
What was the biggest lesson you learnt as a business owner during COVID-19? COVID-19 has had an impact on everyone in the world in one shape or form. It is not unique to anyone. As a business, we, like most, had the initial response to react. However, once we stepped back and gathered our thoughts and then applied a philosophical view, we realised it's better to respond than to react. Therefore, we started to look at what our industry and those working in it, students, therapists, course providers and employers, needed. And the realisation was they needed support and guidance. This also started us thinking of how we as a professional association can help and not panic. We started a campaign of writing to the government and its agencies to be proactive for our members and the wider industry. As time went on, we gathered things will not be the same for a long time. Therefore, a new strategy had to be formed, both for therapists' practices and for educational courses. They say you never stop learning, and as a business, it is the same. Don't become complacent and continue to develop according to the needs of the industry and those working within it. Focus on the positive and believing in the future is so important, even when you can't see the wood for the trees. So to summarise, our biggest lesson was to have focus, clarity and vision. Looking to the future, what words of encouragement would you give to therapists? Don't give up. You might not realise this now, but the fallout of COVID is the state of our mental health. Therefore, as therapists, you are the essential workers required to apply homeostasis, balance, for your clients and for those around you. Look to what support and guidance you have around you in a personal and professional sense. At ThinkTree, we have developed 2 free courses to help you at this unprecedented time. You can find links to these in the description of this video. 1. Preparing to return to work in a COVID-19 world. And 2. Risk assessment, the essential step for reopening. A few of our top lessons are: do not panic and avoid reacting. Your life is the most precious thing, as is everyone else's. Consider each day as it comes. Remember, there are only 24 hours in one day, then it is another day. Join a professional association that will inform and guide you through these turbulent times, so you are informed of the latest government, scientific and insurance compliance advice. So to summarise, believe in yourself and your skills as you will need them.